The narcissists aren't pretending anymore. The white supremacists aren't pretending anymore. The criminals aren't pretending anymore. So why are the righteous still pretending? This is the time to get radical. This is the time to find new leaders, to forge new paths, to get behind over men and over women who aren't afraid to confront evil, not with the threat of consequences, but with actual consequences, because evil does not yield to warning. It yields to resistance. And every day we delay that resistance, we hand more power to the people who seek to enslave society to their egos. You want to know what comes next? What comes next is determined by who's brave enough to rise. What comes next is written by the cells who refuse to be ruled by cowards and clowns. What comes next is not inevitable. It's invited. So decide what you're inviting and build it. The ruling class. There will always be a ruling class. That's not the problem. The problem is who gets to be in it. We live in a culture terrified of hierarchy because we've only ever seen it abused. But hierarchy is not evil. The wrong people at the top are. Equality is a beautiful idea, but it's not a reflection of reality. We are not equal. We never were. We don't have equal skills, equal desires, equal intelligence, equal ambition, or equal access to the environment. The question has never been how to erase hierarchy. The question has always been, how do we structure society so that the right kind of selves rise to the top? Because someone will. Someone always does. And if the people with character and vision and actualized faith stay silent, stay modest, stay meek, then the power hungry will take their place, and they won't stop because they never stop. That's what narcissists do. They take, they bend, they control, they build thrones off the backs of people and call it democracy. They call themselves elite, not because they are, but because we never said otherwise. That's what happened in America. We didn't just let the ruling class form. We let it decide itself, and we let it write its rules for its own ascension. And what did it choose for the qualifications for leadership? Wealth, status, fame, connections, image, legacy, but not character, never character. Not moral clarity, not service, not actualized faith. And that is how you get this joke of a ruling class. A class where one man can be worth $400 billion, but while the average citizen can't afford a $500 emergency. A class where your value is determined by how much you own and not by how much you give. Where the wealthiest man on earth still feels the need to rig elections and buy platforms. Because somehow it's never enough. That's not power. That's addiction. That's a hunger that devours itself. The ruling class has eaten itself and is starving the rest of us in the process. But this doesn't mean we get rid of them. It means we redefine them. The ruling class should not be the ruling class should be the most disciplined, the most visionary, the most morally grounded among us. It should be made up of the people who serve truth, not twisted, who fearlessly look into the unknown, not to hoard what they already know, who build systems for the futures, not dynasties for their family. These are not unreachable ideas. These are the standards. And if we don't enforce them, we'll continue to get what we've always gotten: glorified parasites running a dying empire.